morning, everyone. Chico is fighting with his socks this morning. I'm bringing you in. Let you see that he is fighting with his socks this morning. I put them on him because the floor is cold. And he's fighting with them. Let's see. Chico, stop it. Stop it. Good morning, everyone. We're going to help get this kitchen warmed up this morning. And how we're going to do that is I have the skillet going with a couple of pieces of bacon in it. And I have the griddle going. And the griddle I'm going to make griddle toast on. So, and that griddle, believe it or not, it puts out some heat and helps heat up the house. And so we are going to definitely take a piece of toast, a piece of bread, not toast yet, and I'm going to take a butter knife it on. Man, this butter, it's been 2 days in a row I've been making a mess with it. And turn that down a little bit. And I want a little bit more butter in there. On this part, nope. On There we go. All right. There we go. And the bacon is rendering. It's spat out, which is what I want. And Chico and I are going to spend the day just simply staying warm. That's going to be our goal. Now I know I had plans to go to bingo. I had plans to yesterday go to the food bank. But this weather event, my very first priority right now is Chico and keeping him warm. And so since I adopted him, he now has to become my first priority. And when we have a weather event like this, and I live in a house that really does not have central heat, then I have to make sure that I stay home during these events and make sure Chico is all right. And so I'm making, I got enough oil now on the bottom of the skillet here, enough bacon grease, which is what I was looking for. And just simply cooking in the house heats this house up. I scrambled up some eggs, 2 eggs with, what do you call it? Salt and pepper on it. And I am going to let that go. And want that to toast a little bit more. I'm going to come in and pull this around. go. What are you doing? What are you doing? Then flip that over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with, remember the mozzarella cheese that I'm working my way through? Well, I'm going to take some of that mozzarella cheese and put it in here. Then I'm going to take this and give it a fold, if it'll hold. If not, then we will just do the mozzarella cheese on top. It seems to not be cooperating, but that's all right. Let me get a lid for this so I can help that cheese melt. But that's too big. I'm just going to top this right over the top, just like that. And trap the heat inside there so that cheese will melt. And I am going to get my apple butter out because I'm slowly going through this apple butter. And so I want a little bit of the apple butter this morning. So I'm going to take it and put it over here on the table. Let's see, did that melt? Well, it melted enough. I'm going to take it and put it on the plate. And I'm going to turn off the heat from that. And now I have toast. And I will meet you all over at the table. All right, so let's get this going. There we go. Candle's going because it makes me happy. And I have here the omelet, cheese omelet. I'm gonna put a little salsa verde on top of it. The cheese did finish melting. All right. Because I'm working my way through the salsa verde that I got free. And so I'm gonna put a little salsa verde on it. And basically what this is tomatillos, onions, probably jalapenos in it. It's a mild one, so it does have a small kick, but not much. So I got that on there. And then I'm gonna put a little of the apple butter on my toast, about a teaspoon worth. And spread it out thinly. Put the lid back on this. And And my hands are cold. All right, let's get in this while it's hot. Let me enjoy this breakfast while it's hot. This is so good. This is so good. That salsa verde from H-E-B is so good. I'm gonna sit here and finish this and then get the dishes cleaned up and head back into the office where it's warm. All right, good morning everyone. It's about 10:30 in the morning and I am going to take this bottle of wine right here, which is a California Heritage Sweet Red Wine that I got at Aldi's. And I'm going to, and I got it just specifically for this recipe. If I can get it open, here we go. There we go. And it is a twist off red wine. It's a cheaper version. It's not cheap, but it is a cheaper version of a red wine. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the slow cooker and we're gonna pour this red wine in it. The entire bottle. We're gonna mull a bottle of red wine is what we're gonna do. Today is a perfect day for this. And so we take that entire bottle of red wine and put it in there. And then we have some wine mulling spices here. It was a gift the last time I went to pick up wine, not this last trip, but the one before. And I'm taking the tag off because we don't need the tag. And I'm also going to snip off this plastic this little stem thing that they attached it to the mulling spices. And then it has a cork on it, and that helps keep it floating. And you just drop this in there, and it's just going to float around in there. And I'm going to put it on low with a lid on it. And we're just going to let this sit for about 2 to 3 hours. And about the longer you let it sit, the more spices penetrate into the wine, and it slowly cooks the alcohol out of it. And so this is going to be something that I enjoy today on this coldest day of the year. And yeah, so I'm going to let that simmer for 3 to 4 hours. And I'll bring you back when I start, when it's ready. I have not really sat down and had coffee with you all this morning. Chico and I hit the floor running this morning, and I did take him out a couple of times, twice already this morning. I'm wrapping my hands around this cup of coffee because we've already put his little booties on this morning. He's already torn 2 of them off. I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere in the house. I'll go look for them later. And we had breakfast. He's had 1.5 bowls of his breakfast. He's been out to walk quickly. And we are now in the office. And I'm going to sit here and edit yesterday's video and get it uploaded and ready. And I have the washing machine going. I have the dishwasher going. I have a heater in the living room going to help kind of pull the chill out of the house. And right now the warmest room is the office because I have the heater going on in here. I have it cranked to 75 degrees, but it's not nearly 75 degrees in here yet. And so the floor in here is not as cold as it is throughout the rest of the house because it does have good carpet in it. And so Chico is in his bed right now, and he is he is staying warm. He's been running through the house this morning. And I showed you a little bit this morning about me putting the socks on him. And I think that the more that I put the socks and the little booty shoes on him, the more he'll get used to them. And so it's just going to take me having patience with him and re-putting them on throughout the day. He's managed to take them off twice, the front ones. And so I've already put them on twice, okay? And so I'll go find them and in a little while once I warm up and I get yesterday's clippings started, and then I'll go find them and put them back on him. And we just got to get him trained on them because when it starts to get hot here, I have these little shoes right here that will keep his paws from touching the hot concrete. And that's a big thing here in our area, is taking dogs for walks in the heat of the summer can actually blister the paws. And so Spice was trained on them. I did not use them very often with Spice because Spice preferred to walk in the grass anyway. But Spice was trained on them, and so I'm going to get Chico trained on them. Chico tends to like to walk on the asphalt and the concrete. And so he needs to have something on the paws. Just like we don't let children walk around barefoot in this heat on concrete because it'll blister the bottom of their feet. So anyway, let me get busy, okay? Just because I am sheltered in place from this cold blast and trying to keep the house warm doesn't mean that I don't get things done. It just means that I'm doing it inside. And so I will get this video uploaded, and yeah, then we'll see what happens, okay? What I do. The laundry is the one way that I can heat the house up, because running the dryer will heat the house up. So I'll see you in a little while when I get busy. I already know what I'm going to have for lunch and dinner. All right, that's another thing is when I get cold, I'm going to be eating all three of my meals because I'm going to be eating my soups up, okay? And so I had the broccoli cheddar soup last night. Today for lunch, I already have something planned for it. I'm going to do I'm going to pull out off of my shelf some Great White Northern Bean Soup is what I'm going to pull out from my shelf for my meal, one of my meals today, because that's so good. Oh, it's so good. And so that's what I'm going to do. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me tell you something. Chico and I are staying warm. We are. And it is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting hungry. I know Chico's getting hungry. And what I have done is I took, let me show you, hold on. While I'm stirring this, I don't want it to like stick to the bottom. I took a quart of my pinto beans that I had in my pantry, and it's ham and pinto beans. And the reason that I kept this jar is because it belonged to my mom. It's an antique, and I did not want to let it go to somebody that might not bring it back. And it's a soup. It's a bean soup. And I'm stretching it out and adding more protein so I don't eat so many of the beans. And I added in one of my videos, I did a taco, taco seasoning. I added in some of my taco seasoning to give it some flavor. And it's been simmering for about 5 minutes or so. Everything is cooked. And then I had a half a pound of ground beef cooked up that only had like salt and pepper in it. So I could use it however I wanted to. So this is going to be much like a chili, but without, it's going to be, the broth is going to be soupy, all right? And that's okay with me. It's fine with me. And this is going to be my lunch, and I'm going to dish me up a bowl of it. I'm going to feed Chico. And Chico and I are going to sit down and have us a nice little bowl of, I'm going to have a nice little bowl of soup. He is going to have his food. And I'm going to have my last small cup of coffee. So I'm going to meet you at the table. All right, I have my soup here on the table with me. And I also have my cheddar cheese, my mild cheddar cheese that I grated up. And so we're going to put a little cheddar cheese in there on top. And Chico is in the background eating his food while I eat my food. I have my last cup of hot coffee here. We're gonna light this candle because it makes me happy. And on cold days, I seem to want to eat all 3 meals, which is fine. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this soup concoction that I came up with while using things in my pantry that I need to use up. I made this in January of 2023, so it's a little over a year old. The beans and ham. This is so good. This is so good. Mm. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this while Chico eats his second bowl for the day, and we'll see what I get up to next. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm getting chilled. Somebody wants to say hi to y'all. Okay. He wants up in my lap. He has discovered that he enjoys being up in my lap. All right. Okay. So, y'all want to see him more than you want to see me, and that's okay. Let me lower this down just a little bit so that you can see him. There we go. Chico and I had a great lunch today. I'm learning to take the things that I stop licking my finger. Stop it. I'm learning to take the things that I have in my pantry that are one of those I should only have occasionally, and bumping it to something that I can have. And what I mean by that is that the beans in the ham soup that I had, which is it was pinto beans and ham, basic soup, and I bumped it to less beans and more of the meat. And the reason I did that is because the beans are the ones that that I'm not supposed to be having. The meat I can have, but the beans are not. I'm not supposed to have. And so, in essence, when I did that, I took what typically would have been 2 servings, and I stretched it to 4 by bumping it up with a 1/2 pound of ground beef. And so it made it more hearty with meat instead of beans. Y'all see that? He loves smelling my breath. I don't understand why. I do brush my teeth on a regular basis, and maybe it is because of that, that he just loves smelling my face and my breath. But anyway, so no, you're not gonna lick my ear either. Okay. So anyway, so I enjoyed our lunch. We enjoyed our lunch, and the dishes are done. I do have the house is finally at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The entire house is warmed up enough that we can walk through here without getting really, really chilled. I want y'all to see, he's taken all of them off, all of the socks off. He gets off into another room and he starts pulling on them and chewing on them until they're off. One of them is lost, and so I will find it, okay? And we'll keep trying until he gets used to having them on. And yep, because he's gonna need to in the summertime have the little shoes on. So we'll keep working on it. I'm gonna get in there and do some other things that I've been wanting to do. And yep, we canceled bingo today, so we'll go at it again next month. And I'm gonna stop telling you what my plans are so that you're not disappointed when they don't happen. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let each day be each day. And so I'm gonna stop telling y'all what my plans are in the future, and we're just gonna talk about what we're gonna do today. And today what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay in this house. We're gonna stay warm. and get some things done in the house that need to get done. I'm using the dryer to heat the house, and that's what took it to the level, warmed it up where I'm comfortable going through the house now. It's actually just one load in the dryer did it. And so yeah, so I'll save the next load of laundry till tomorrow. And later on, I do have the wine mulling right now. And so later on, we're going to have some mulled wine. It's going to be good. I cannot wait. I'll see you in a little while. Hey, everyone. Well, I went and took a nap, and then I got up and I made myself one of those cheeseburgers that is already in my refrigerator. All I did was heat it up in the microwave. Took a piece of romaine lettuce leaf and snapped it in half and made myself a burger using the leaf lettuce with tomatoes, and it had cheese on it, so I already had cheese. So it was kind of a cheeseburger with tomato on it. And then I used the lettuce as my bun and a little bit of my own pickles on the side. And my own sliced pickles. And so I'm working my way through my sliced pickles. I do have some Walmart generic Sprite here that I'm having. And I'm about to take Chico for a walk. Chico, you want to go for a walk? Are you ready to go for a walk? And so I'm trying to keep us warm. Chico has had all of his food for the day. But he's getting treats along with it. And he's not shivering right now. We're staying warm in the office. And the house finally warmed up, but it's going to drop again tonight. And so it's probably going to go on all the way through tomorrow. And see, Chico wants to be up here with me. And into the weekend. And so we're just going to, what we call here in Texas, hunker down and stay warm is basically what we're going to be doing for the next few days. And I'm saving the next load of laundry. It's already in the washer, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning. And that's one of the first things that I'm going to do is put the load of, you see that? He smells the hamburger on my breath. Now y'all see what this is like. And I'm gonna put it first thing in the morning in the dryer to help heat up the house. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I have one more hamburger patty left, and 3 containers of the soup that I made for lunch today. I did take my readings for today, and they're all fine. They all look good. And I did have me a cup of that mulled wine. It's so good. And so I'm gonna bottle that up into a quart jar, and then I'm going to then I can have it over the next few days, one little cup at a time, and heat it up in the microwave. All right, Chico and I are about to go for our walk. It's 5:30 in the evening, and it's going to be our last walk of the evening. You ready, Chico? You ready to go for a walk? Huh? You ready? You ready to go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Okay. All right. Y'all see? All right. Chico and I are hunkered down for the evening. To stay warm, I have some hot chocolate here. Birder friendly style. And I went in to the kitchen. I didn't film it because I just wanted to get it done. And it was something that was simple. I took a cup of the heavy whipping cream and about 4 squirts of stevia liquid sweetener and whipped up and made me some whipped topping. And the reason is because in my hot chocolate, I like, we used to put marshmallows on it. I like whipped cream on mine. And so that's what I did. I put a little bit of that whipping cream. This is so warm and cozy. And remember, I bought the strawberries. And so I like whipped cream on my strawberries as well. So I can do that. I can do a tablespoon of whipped cream on top of my strawberries and have that as a little tiny snack later on tonight. I sliced up all the strawberries, and so I can take a little bit in a little tiny cup and put a little dollop of whipped cream on top of it for a snack later. And I'm still working on the first packages of chicken and ham that I got from Aldi's. The second 2 packages, if I don't get to them, I'm going to pop those in the freezer, and then I'll just pull them out when I get done with the first 2 packages. And remember, I do have the little pieces of beef sticks that I can, that I can snack on as well. So, yeah. So we are hunkered down and in, and so yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm looking over at Chico, and I was having trouble with my phone and the mics not working, and so I'm back to using without my mic for right now, until I can figure this out. All right, it worked for one day fine, and then all of a sudden it started shutting off. I did charge it up. I did follow the instructions on the mic and charged it up. And it was still shutting off. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. I did accidentally have my phone for probably a day or 2 on Do Not Disturb. That may be it. We'll see. I'll try it again tomorrow. But just know I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and spending the day with me. And I'm about to sneeze. And I'm going to leave a playlist for you all. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave a few playlists for you at the end of this video, along with a subscribe button. If you haven't, hand sanitizer because I sneezed in my hand. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It makes a difference for sure. And I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to see what we look like tomorrow. Today was below freezing all day long. And so Chico and I at first we were just going out and going potty and then coming back in. But I did take a few walks, like 3 walks down to the end of the street and back with Chico because I can't sit still anymore. These days I can't sit still. And then I got a message on my phone also telling me that my prescription was not approved to be refilled. And I was like, my prescription? Let me go check. I have been without a medication that was prescribed to me for 2 or 3 days and didn't realize it wasn't put in my, I didn't put it in my pill dispenser. And so I called the office and they said, oh, they did not put in for it to be refilled. So I switched pharmacies um, with the with the off the with the doctor's office today. I switched pharmacies, and I did that because this is not the first time this has happened with that particular pharmacy. So I switched pharmacists, and so maybe in the next day or two I'll end up going and getting my medications. I'm only on 2 medications now. One of them is a slight blood pressure medicine, and the other one is a, let me think, um, hmm, cholesterol medication. Okay, because my cholesterol at one point was slightly elevated. It's not anymore, and so I'm only on the lowest dose that they have anyway, and so we'll see. Okay, I'm hoping to get off of those medications as well. That's my goal. It's not about losing weight. It's about getting off of medications if I can. I'll see you all tomorrow.